Hey, this is Frederick coming to you live from Tellez, Texas! At Hyenas Comedy Club for a brand new episode of Grill Tony Volume 3. Get up for Tony Hanson!
Yeah! You see how that applause isn't as big as it would have been? Had we not had those technical issues. I warned you guys about that.
Yeah. We were actually planning an acoustic Tony. That would have been interesting.
Would have been. It seems like we have a hot crowd here. Seems like we had the kind of crowd that was stricken by tornadoes last night. It was nice and quiet, very staring. Not really looking like they're really in the party mood exactly. Looking like they have a lot of shrapnel to pick up at the yards after this. Stuff like that. But I'm so glad you guys made it out. And this episode is in memory and in respect of those who couldn't make it here tonight that died in the tornadoes yesterday. Special Dallas episode. Okay, I don't know why that got a laugh. It's in memory of them, people. How dare you laugh at those poor souls. Okay, it's already creepy as fuck at this point. That's exactly how I like it, motherfuckers. They're gonna challenge me, I like it that way. We're going to have fun. This is not streaming live right now due to, on top of all the other technical issues, your Wi-Fi sucks, Dallas. Wow. Just when you couldn't come through anything else, just when you didn't have an electrical outlet that it was grounded, you also don't have Wi-Fi. So you're going to catch this episode once it's uploaded tonight.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are live to this live audience, that's for sure. That's all that really matters, right, guys? Because, back in the old days, podcasts were on vinyl records anyway. So here we are. This is going to be exciting. I'm excited. Are you guys excited? Dallas, how much noise can you make at one time? About the most mellow Texas crowd I've ever seen in my entire life. You know how the show works. A ton of people signed up tonight. Sometimes it's some of the best local comedians in the world. Other times it's people trying stand-up for the very first time. Like, anything can happen on this show. Last night in Austin, Texas, for example, there was a guitar player that started off the show. Just bombing horrendously. I mean, it took him like 3 minutes to even get on stage. Anything can happen at this show. So to go over that, and then we talk to everybody after they do 60 seconds, and to bring a little hometown vibe to the show, I decided why not bring on board one of the funniest Texas comedians that there is. I know this guy, I love this guy. He's originally from, wait for it, Dallas, Texas, and he is back to be a guest on this show. Huge Austin comic right now. Has a weekly show at the Austin Spider House Ballroom where we were last night, every first Monday of every month, called Shit's Golden. He's here right now. Put your hands together for your very own Chris Tellez, everybody. Here he is. Chris Tellez, live, in the flesh. Fuck yeah.
All right. Nobody knows who I am.
That's perfect. That's perfect. A lot of people don't know who I am. I see a lot of podcast fans brought their girlfriends and wives out tonight. I can tell they are already miserable. Stares that they just can't hide. Like, look at that resting bitch face. There you go. There's that smile. There you go. Perk up, baby. Perk up. We're just getting started. You can't be frowning already. So it's gonna be fun. There's gonna be highs and lows. Some people are gonna be boring as fuck. Some people are gonna be funny. Some people sign up for this show like, I'm gonna fucking do this. I'm gonna show Dallas that there is a star here, and I'm gonna do it in 60 seconds. Some people, anyway, they all signed up on neon green sheets of paper. We put it in a special Christmas bag because that's all that we had. So that's how it works. Comedians, your 60 seconds is up when you hear the sound of a kitty. Oh, that quiet little kitty. It just never really gets that loud. And say goodbye to your speakers. because if anybody goes over that time, that means that you're going to bring out the angry West Hollywood bear. Alright, we get it. There's gunshots. gunshots there. There's definitely gunshots. Jesus, Texas. Somebody just shot the fucking bear. So, you know, it's going to be fun. This is going to be definitely, you know, you can always tell when there's technical issues before a show that it's going to be one of those fucking raw dog dirty shows where anything can happen. I feel like people are going to cry at some point during this tonight.
And it's me.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I will be being shocked by this pile of electricity. And
There is a real pile of cords down there. I guess we didn't really load properly after last night's show, huh? You guys ready to do this thing or fucking what, Dallas? The number one live podcast in the world. We passed up Doug Loves Movies just a few weeks ago as the number one undefeated live podcast in the world. And here we go. I'm going to pull a fucking name out of this bag right now. And then they're going to try their heart out to make you laugh. They're really, really going to try to make you laugh for 60 seconds. Anything can happen. Chris, are you ready?
Born ready, let's do it.
Red Band, you ready for this shit?
uh-huh.
Let's do it. Put your hands together for your first comedian tonight. He goes by the name of LaRon Wright.
Hello?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me give it a test. Put your hands together for LaRon Wright, everybody.
How y'all doing?
Yeah.
I be watching the news a lot. It's not funny. I watch the news a lot, and there's a lot of black people getting shot by the cops for reaching for their guns. And it's like so many black people getting shot for reaching for their guns. It's becoming a stereotype. You know, like black people like, I love fried chicken, I love grape soda, and I love reaching for cops' guns. So what? And your point is, it's enjoyable. I live life on the edge. You skydive, I reach for cops' guns. It's ridiculous, man. I even read the police statements. The police statements are ridiculous. I read the one with the Cleveland cop killed a 12-year-old boy. And he said he thought the suspect was 18 years old and 185 pounds.
You can finish that if you want. Is there more? Is that it?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Keep going. It's like a fishing story. Kid just gets bigger and bigger every time he tells it.
LaRon Wright, everybody. LaRon, that's so funny. How long have you been on stand-up?
Cool.
You gotta go into the mic for us. Since it's still it goes through the podcast.
Oh, okay. I didn't think they cared.
A few years?
Yeah, a couple years.
I like that. All here in Dallas?
Nah, I got here in June. I was at West Texas doing shit.
West Texas.
Yeah.
What were you doing out in West Texas other than reaching for cops' guns?
Man, I was digging for oil and doing this shit at night.
I like that.
Yeah.
In the oil business, huh?
Yeah, they laid me off.
They did?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm not Mexican.
Chris actually got your job.
I don't have a job
either. That's fun. What do you do for work?
I lift furniture.
You lift it?
Yeah. I'm just a big field nigga, man.
Yeah, you really are. You didn't even say move furniture. You just said lift it. Like rich white people are just like, I want to see if you can lift that couch. How high can you lift it? $100 says you can't lift it over your head.
Target my tips, man.
That's so cool. So, yeah, you know, you're talking about black people reaching for guns. That is very topical. That is definitely happening. A lot of times, it really is. I mean, wow, you would think that, like, you know, hey, there's not a lot of white people doing that. White people sort of know you don't really reach. Oh, there's one on its way right now. Anyway, So yeah, you're definitely covering something that's super topical, and you know, that's happening a lot. It's almost shocking. Sometimes what's crazy to me is they're not even reaching for cops' guns. They're reaching for like cops' pencils and like, you know, anything. You know, and I think you can definitely add more onto that and like, you know, lay it out and stuff, because they're not only just reaching for cops' guns. You know, they're really just reaching for anything. Basically, it's gotten to the point to where having your hands in your pockets and being black is illegal. I've seen so many videos where the cops are like, "Get your fucking hands out of your pockets!" And then they'll pull their bare hands out of their pockets and they just pop, 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 pop. Because the cops get so scared that there's a gun there, they don't want to miss a beat, you know? So, you know, it's like basically, you know, maybe the way to do this is because, I don't know, maybe black hands, like it sort of looks like a gun. So maybe Michael Jackson was sort of onto something, you know? Like maybe...
No, because that's metal. I think we should paint guns pink or something like that.
I like that. Pink guns.
Pink guns.
And maybe there's something that you can add to that. I like your name is Laron. Yeah, that's sort of like Elron, but like ghetto as fuck.
Have you ever been on a police ride-along, or, I mean, have you ever been arrested?
I've been arrested.
Really? What have you been arrested for? Not being able to lift the couch high enough?
Or lifting somebody else's couch without permission?
I had a warrant out for my arrest for expired tags. I didn't go to court.
Jesus. Oh, shit. Expired tags.
Pick my ass up there.
Oh, man, that sucks.
Hoping for something a little more dangerous than that.
Yeah, me too. I was expecting, you know, that. Like, I think there's a
Don't go off
warrant out.
stereotypes, guys.
That's what it's all about.
I can't help it. I
Normally,
can't help it.
normally when a black guy's getting arrested for tags, it's because he's tagging like spray paint on it, something like that. Okay, lost everybody there. Come on, people. That's so cool. And are you originally from Texas?
Yeah?
Really? Yeah, West Texas though.
West Texas.
Amarillo.
What
the fuck? Was that Amarillo?
That's not even something from Amarillo. That's an actual Amarillo, the animal. Obviously, it's mating season over there. And you got her real riled up. I love that. Fuck yeah. Amarillo. What's Amarillo like?
Man, it's a bunch of cows. Cold.
You don't seem happy to be here. Maybe you should move. Like, have you ever thought about moving?
No, I just moved.
You've been here since June.
Yeah.
What's that like? What's your setup like?
What you mean, like at home?
Yeah.
Shit, I moved in with mother.
Oh, you got the mom.
Yeah, I wanted to tell jokes.
Love that.
You know what? I'll make a sacrifice.
Hell
Free
yeah.
rent?
No.
She's charging you?
We're roommates.
Damn. I like that. Wow. You know, one of the best parts of stand-up is being able to bring a girl back to your place and bang her.
It's right when you get to the door, but hey, you're gonna have to shut up. I'm on this.
Yeah. You're going to have to hush it up.
So you only have to put the tip in. You only get to put the tip in.
Right. 'Cause that won't wake mom up. I mean, I don't know if you've seen a black penis before, Brian, but the tip is bigger than anything we can put together.
And he's an oil driller. Did you use your... You just lay on the ground.
Wow. Fuck yeah. So, Laron, you've been doing stand-up for a few years now. You're having fun in Dallas?
Oh, yeah, man.
What's your favorite thing about Dallas?
Traffic.
The traffic. You like it?
Yeah, it's something different to look at, man.
Right.
How much traffic? I get around Midland in 20 minutes flat. So.
Midland in 20 minutes. All right. That tells me just about everything I need to know. I have no idea where Midland is. That could be down the street, but I'll take it. Laron, what's your biggest fear?
Bears, dude.
Bears. Oh shit, you're on the wrong show right now. Whoa, go back. Settle down, bear. Have you ever seen a bear?
No, I seen it on Discovery Channel.
Hiding behind the couch.
He chased down a deer on on the side of a mountain. I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
I can't run 40 miles an hour.
Yeah. You can't?
No.
Oh, well, I'm surprised
38.
about that. Oh, that's so fun.
It's not fast.
Ron, I'm surprised to hear that it's bears. Like, I mean, I guess I get it. You always change the channel when they come on?
You know what? Nah. Because I'm an adult, so I know they're in the TV.
What's your other material? I mean, do you have how much material would you say you have? Like, what's the topics that you cover?
It's race, and my childhood and shit like that.
Rough childhood?
Nah, man. It's just, I got bullied. I went to an all-white school.
You went to an all-white school
Texas?
and you got bullied?
In Texas.
Like, I went to puberty like last week, so what you're seeing now is not what it was.
Right, I see. So they were all like, "Hey, you're like a black guy."
Right. They wanted me to rap and play basketball, and I was wearing glasses and shit, so you know I couldn't do that.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I let those white people down.
Right. So you don't rap or play basketball. I love how you say that, like, fuck no, man. Never in a million years. Well, that makes it official then. You're definitely from Texas. Well, Laron, it was so nice to meet you. Thanks for coming on the show. And we'll see you again soon. Laron Wright, 60 seconds to go on. WRIGHT_LARON. LaRon.
Seems pretty funny.
Yeah. And by the way, I guess we forgot to mention that a fun fact is that we're going to pick one of these comedians that you see do 60 seconds tonight to open the stand-up show and do a longer set to open that when we start that later on tonight. So that's exciting, right?
Yeah.
We had we did the show last night, and this poor lady, I mean, it's a long show. If you buy tickets for this show and then the next show, that's like 4 or 5 hours of drinking, plus Texas equals, like, I was the last, on my last joke, about to get off stage, the show is about to end, and this poor lady stands up, falls, cracks her head open, right in the, and just passes out. Right.
Something forward to look to later on in the show, everybody. Anything can happen. I love these people love it. Obviously, they're vampires that love it.
How did the joke go, though?
No, I had to. I couldn't go back. I was like it's like a 7-minute joke. I was like 4 minutes into it. I had to like just bail on that joke and start over with a new joke. And fuck her, yeah.
I'll tell you a lady that's not gonna crack her head right now on the way to the stage because I just pulled her name out of the Christmas bag. Your next comedian goes by the name of Whitney Bassareer. There we go. Might be a guy. Might be a girl. It's Whitney Bassareer, everybody. Here she is. Sure.
How are y'all doing? Can everyone hear me?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm here to tell you guys about being a victim of a Southern mom. 2004 homecoming, my date comes to pick me up high as shit. My mom is like short and stout, talks like this, very Southern, standing on a grassy knoll, looking down at me and my date with her camera ready to go. Next thing I know, homegirl is rolling down the hill. Oh, rolling down the hill. My date crumbles to the ground, like can't even breathe. He's dying laughing so hard. And my mom dusts herself off. She goes, wow, what just happened there? Standing there, has no clue what she has just done, picks up the camera, it is demolished. Stands there, and that's pretty much my story.
Holy shit! 54 seconds from Whitney Bassareer, everybody. Come on. I love that. Whitney, talk to the microphone and we ask you questions. You ready?
Yes.
Did you write down the parts of that story?
I've never done this before.
Whitney Bassareer's first time, right there. There it is, the seal of somebody's first time. Whitney, it seems like perhaps maybe you're like allergic to the microphone or something.
Have you never held something in your hand
Brian,
like that?
don't you start immediately. Let's just talk comedy for like 40 seconds.
Imagine if it's LeBron. Like,
That's not like LeBron.
all right, put a couple of mics
This
together.
is one of LeBron's testicles right here. It's much bigger than that. I can tell. Whitney, that's fucking so adorable. That's your first minute ever on stage, huh?
Yes.
No theater background or anything like that.
No theater background.
What made you want to start doing stand-up comedy?
I just felt ballsy tonight.
Whoa.
Well, hello.
Yeah.
Call back to that. She saves all her funny stuff for after the 60 seconds. It's a different unorthodox method that we've never really seen before.
Let's go through this because I missed the beginning because one of the biggest first tips is you want to talk into the microphone.
Yeah, it's very
You were like, you know, it's
rolling down the hill. Rolling down.
So I actually did not get any of what you said.
Yeah, we have no idea what happened in that entire story, but it's great. Like you said, it's ballsy. You're plowing through it. My very first time on stage, I prepared for like 2 months. I knew I was starting at the Comedy Store, and I knew that I had a 3-minute set, which isn't that much longer than this. So I prepped and got ready for 3 minutes for 2 months, because when I made a debut, I wanted to fucking hit that landing, you know? And I went up there and I completely blanked out. 2 months of preparation, and I could not remember what the fuck I wrote down. And I didn't have notes. And I blanked out, and I just started riffing on how I totally forgot everything that I've been preparing for 2 months for.
Yeah, I'm
And
definitely in blackout status right now. So
your blackout status?
Right now?
That like scary. I'm trying to like hide.
Let me see what this
We have it right now.
Yeah, let's see what this says
Yeah,
right
let's see
here.
if the story makes any sense. First thing it says is do not talk into microphone.
And while LeBron has a huge dick.
Okay. Brian, let's get off LeBron's dick for a second.
I don't want to. He's so good. So yeah, go through what you said. So you were a victim of a Southern mom.
Your mom stood up on a hill, she took pictures, and she fell down the hill.
You were dating a junkie.
Roll down. Yes. Very high date. Yes.
You were on a date that was very high.
Yes.
Stoned, off pot.
Stone off marijuana. Exactly. Yes.
Right.
marijuana smoke.
Which I love, by the way, let me tell you something.
All weird.
Only in Texas is marijuana still even
Like the devil.
It really is. Last night, for example, true story, we're at the Austin Spider House Ballroom. I asked somebody there, I'm not going to name any names because I don't even know the guy's name, but anyway, before the show, I go, hey, does anybody have any fucking pot around here? Like, I just got in town, I don't have any pot. And this guy, who had dreadlocks, by the way, come on now, goes, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I work here. And he just started walking away. I'm like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyway, he watched Kill Tony because he was working at the club. And then immediately after the show, before the stand-up show, he's like, yo, dude, that was amazing. And gave me pot and a handshake.
Yeah.
But it's like he had to like make sure that I wasn't like the funniest undercover cop ever. So.
Now you
Came out of his dreadlocks.
it's like a pet suspension.
Oh,
Just to let
shit.
you know, when you asked them that time, they're not dreadlocks, but that guy with the long hair like slightly raised his finger.
Now, Whitney, something that people commonly think is a safe route and a cool thing is to tell a story. Now, a lot of the people that have laughed at that story before probably know your mom, right?
Yes. Yes.
Right, exactly. Now, we don't know your mom, so picturing her rolling down a hill, it's sort of like, we're not really, like, in it, we really are the horse of truth. There he is. When somebody says something very honest that makes total sense, you will hear that horse. Anyway, we can't picture your mom, so let's do something. Let's find out more about you. I'm going to ask you a plethora of questions, and you answer them honestly, and we're going to keep digging until we find something that you can really talk about next time you're on stage. You ready?
Ready.
How old are you?
30.
Where are you from?
Grew up here.
Did you just growl?
I mean, I'm from Texas, but I was born in Florida, so.
I love that.
Yeah.
You're single right now?
I am single.
Right, that's always how
Are you
people
ticklish?
start stand-up
Am
comedy.
I what?
Ticklish.
Very ticklish.
Yeah?
Ryan always knows. He's got that tickle meter.
Do you
Okay.
believe in ghosts?
Kind of. Yeah.
Really?
Have you,
You believe in ghosts?
what's the scariest thing that you've seen, ghost-wise?
Ooh, I don't.
You believe in ghosts?
I do.
All right. Go on Halloween.
Oh my God.
Go at midnight to Planned Parenthood. Notice there's no ghost there. There'd be so
such a
many
valid
ghost
point.
babies. There'd be ghost babies all over the place. You would have to take shovels just to get all the ghost babies out of your face. It's true. Or go to a graveyard, find somebody that's wife got murdered, you know, and then they're buried next to
All
each
right,
other.
still no ghosts, everybody. We get it, Brian. Okay, Whitney, back to anything relevant. So, how do you normally your relationships end? Bad. Tell us more. Come on, spill the beans. Last relationship, what happened? You're not that much different than all these crazy.
Let's go to
guys.
1 to 4 because the guy's probably still around.
No, he's not. Tell us the truth. Last relationship. What's so bad about it? How did it end?
I broke up with him.
How did that happen?
Hope he's not in the crowd.
Might he be in the crowd? Does he do stand up?
No. I broke up with him.
How long did you
Why?
date?
Marijuana?
I was smoking marijuana and cigarettes.
Really? Why?
I'm just
No,
kidding.
no, no.
Let-
Stage 5 clingerish?
Oh, he was stage 5 clinger.
Yeah.
Where you are.
No, more than him.
He was
Yeah.
clingy.
Yes.
So, like, what was that? Like, you couldn't do anything on your own?
Yeah, I'm like sweating.
It happens, Whitney, I know.
There's a lot of sexual tension on the stage.
Yeah. What? Wait, what?
There's a lot of sexual tension on the
That,
stage.
that nervousness that you feel is excitement. You're going to do it's an adrenaline rush. What's the most exciting thing that you've done before this? Like skydiving or like, you know...
Travel. I've been around the world.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
For what?
I did that in college.
Why?
Because I thought it would be cool.
Where'd you go?
I went to Rollins College in Winter Park, Florida.
Yeah, where'd you go around the world?
All through Asia, the Middle East, and Europe.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Did you hook up with anybody when you were on the other side of the world?
The Asian hookers.
No Asian hookers, but yes.
Any clingy Filipinos?
Just a guy from Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. And
Yeah.
he lives here now, or you met him in Philly?
On the boat that I traveled the world
You traveled the world on a boat.
on. Yes.
Wow, I didn't know you took a vacation in the 1700s. You know, they have this wacky thing that they built called an airplane. It's pretty quick. I love that. So you went to Rollins College. What do they specialize in? Is that here in Texas?
It is in Florida.
It's in Florida, so you went to school
Mr.
there.
Rogers went to my college.
Really?
And Elin Woods.
Who's
Nobody
that?
knows who that is.
Tiger Woods' wife. Golf club.
Oh, Tiger Woods'
Yeah,
wife. Fuck yeah.
That lucky woman.
Yeah. That Tiger Woods wasn't so clingy.
No,
So you don't like clingy guys? Because I feel like I'm pretty clingy. Like, what's clingy to you? Like,
oh my God!
Where do you want to go?
no, you sign up.
Where do you want to go?
I've never seen boob sweat go through a sweater before.
You can't even tell that you're sweating. It's all in your head and all over your body.
Do you think it's going to, or do you think you're going to try this again, or no?
No.
Why? Tell us why.
Oh my God!
The rolling there. Come on.
I will keep you here this entire fucking show if you don't start answering these goddamn questions, Whitney. Nobody that's listening to this podcast cares how much fucking sweat's coming out of your body. They cannot hear your sweat. It means less than nothing to them. Whitney, what do you do for work?
I am a fashion stylist.
I love that. What are you styling? What's your any big designs coming out? Anything like that?
Well, I do put clothes on people, so.
So, like, looking at Tony, he's definitely dressed way better than my Target fashion.
Sure.
Yeah, he dresses better than most gay guys I know.
That's true.
What would you recommend for Tony, though?
Hey,
like,
wait a second.
Do you like his fashion, or do you don't like his shoes? I can tell.
Really? You don't like Onitsuka Tigers?
You don't like Japanese women gymnastic shoes.
You don't like my shoes? All right, Whitney. Okay, first of all, let me tell you something. I wasn't going to say anything.
It's raining outside.
You... All right, forget it. So you're a fashion designer. How's that going in Texas? Like, it sort of seems like everybody's in LL Bean and Death Squad t-shirts. So, I don't know, like, is it really...
You need a Longhorn shirt. You need a Guadalupe hat.
Keep your hands off my gun. That's the t-shirt that I wear.
Pretty well. It's doing well here.
You're getting more and more quiet. We're losing
I know.
It's a very lucrative market here.
Okay, well, Whitney, I mean, you signed up for the show, you told a little story, and then you started panicking. You started getting scared in this post-interview party.
Yes. Didn't know.
Tell us something about yourself that you think only... Tell us something about yourself that you think totally makes you different than other people. Like, tell us something fun. Like, what's a hobby or something that you do or, something that's different, you know what I mean? Because that's what stand-up comedians talk about. It's sort of like,
I'm a white
for
girl
example...
that's fluent in Spanish.
What?
Oh.
Say that again?
White girl that's fluent in Spanish.
Oh, you're fluent in Spanish.
Speak a little bit of Mandarin.
Mandarin?
Yeah.
I like how you said that. That was a very Fargo voice of you. Speak a little bit of Mandarin. So, your first answer, what sets you apart from anybody else, was that you speak Spanish. I'm sorry to break the news to you, Whitney, but there's a lot of Mexicans out there that speak Spanish.
This is true.
Whitney, I feel like you hate me right now. You signed up for this, I pull your name out, and you're mad at me all this time.
Wait, do you want to do the kissing challenge? It's a new thing on Gil
It's not a good thing. There's no stop the craziness.
No, all what it does is like you have to kiss me and you get off stage immediately. It's like it breaks all the rules.
Yes. Sounds intriguing, but I think I might pass.
All right. I have a question
Looks
for
like
you.
you've been smoking too many of those. Looks like somebody's been smoking too many of those marijuana cigarettes. Whitney's not into that. If you want to get... okay. You have your choice. You can either get high or get down. What were you going to say?
I better not say. I was gonna ask,
You better
I was
not.
gonna
If
ask
you're
her
saying that, then you definitely
No, I was going to ask what her DPDs were.
Don't do it. That's your... don't even give him the privilege of making that noise, lady. Don't make that noise when Brian says... That's your other podcast. We don't cross these podcasts.
Cross it.
No, you don't cross the streams.
All right.
Wait,
Yes.
tell us one more thing about
You can tell. You can tell she's a dad. She's damp all day. I know it.
Brian, wrong podcast. That's from the other podcast that only like 30 trolls listen to. Whitney, tell us something original about yourself. There's a lot of white girls that speak Spanish. Come on. Tell us something fucking crazy. Like, like...
As long as he doesn't make it sexual, I can stick my whole fist in my mouth.
Whitney, you just became the front runner to open up the second show.
All right, let's see it.
You did it. All right. Whitney back to real. There she goes.
There she goes. Guys, give it up. That's awesome.
No way. Keep it dirty. Whitney Bassett-Reel. I love it. As long as you guys don't make it sexual, I can do something that's only sexual. As long as you guys don't make it sexual, I can stick Laurent's dick in my asshole.
I like that girl.
Yeah, she's super cool, super likable. I'm very disappointed to hear that that's her only time that she's ever going to try it.
I know.
Most people don't say that. Okay, you guys ready for more or what? I told you anything can happen. We just had somebody stick their fist in their fucking mouth. Put your hands together for your next comedian, Michael Malan. Michael Malan, everyone.
Thank you. You guys remember when you were 10 and you would watch Global Guts and all the contestants were 13? You thought, I can't wait to be 13 so I can go on Global Guts. And then you were 13 and you thought, what kind of loser goes on Global Guts? I haven't always been a comedian. For a while I was in construction. I was a roofer. I was the gayest roofer ever. Yes, the other roofers. I'm not actually gay. I just have respect for women, which gets confused a lot. I remember I was installing a skylight, and the guy I was working with, he said, all right, buddy, just a cunt hair to the left. Did you say cunt hair? He said, yeah, cunt hair to the left. Do you mean a little bit to the left? Is that what you're trying to say? And just in a really disgusting way. By the way, that's 2 inches. You could say an Asian dick to the left, all right? Thank you so much.
Fuck yeah, Michael. Fuck yeah, Michael. Welcome to the show. I loved you as the bad guy in the new Star Wars movie. I can't believe Han and Leia get together and make a you. Spoiler alert, everybody. If you didn't see the new Star Wars by now, you could just go fuck yourself.
You look like Buster Poindexter. I mean, do you tie like mistletoe to the top of your head, the tip of your hair? Yeah, and like kiss yourself or something.
Yeah, what is that? That looks like Whitney Bassett-Reel's bush.
What is this cunt hair you talk about?
Were you on Global Guts? Were you on? I thought you were.
What is Global Guts? I don't even know what the fuck that is.
You don't know what Global Guts is?
No, what the hell is
I need a new podcast producer immediately.
Does
anybody know how to... How do you not know who...
I know
what the fuck is Global Guts?
The greatest thing ever, Mike O'Malley.
Hello? Mike O'Malley?
Is that not the one with the aggro Craig?
Aggro Craig, definitely.
I thought he was going to pull a piece out of his pocket.
What
is it? On it.
I love Global Guts.
What is
it? It's the same as Guts, except it was global. It was like American Guts, except like instead of like the red team versus what was the girl's name?
Wait, is this like Nickelodeon shit or something?
Yeah. It's amazing. It's like the most famous show.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a lot older than you. That show was on for 2 years. So I'm sorry I didn't get your little fucking reference from 1998
All right, you just made a Buster Poindexter reference. So I don't know.
Way more relatable because it's still alive.
Let's just yell over each other instead of doing jokes. Anyway, Buster, let's talk some more. Michael, what do you do for work?
I make candles. I'm a candle maker, yeah.
Whoa. You have wooden shoes on?
Oh, you do! Looks like you can get away with it. He's like super, you're an attractive guy, you got some style, and you're making candles. I bet you get laid somehow doing this.
You must get...
I cannot do that. It wasn't
you must... Feel sorry for me. You must get... Yeah. You must get so much dick. No, you must get a lot of pussy. What's that like?
No, it's great. I get a lot of one pussy.
A lot of one pussy. So you're in a relationship.
Yeah, I am.
How long's that been going on for?
5 years.
How long have you been making candles?
3 months.
3 months?
Oh. Yeah.
That's fairly new to the game.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. Just fucking learning wax on, wax off. So the hairstyle, what are we thinking here? Is that a new thing? Is that,
You wanna hear a bad
are
joke?
you trying to get your girlfriend to break up with you? You over,
yeah.
you over it after 5 years? Is that what's going on?
Do you want to hear another bad joke?
Yeah.
So I live in LA.
Uh-huh. Do you really?
I do, yeah.
What are you doing here?
I'm visiting family.
Why haven't we seen
I
you
go
at a
to
comedy
Tony.
store?
I do. I go every week. But
You
I just
go
can't.
every
I'm
week?
making candles, so I can't sign up. So I go and watch. Last week, Doug Benson and Jeff Brown.
Yeah, it was great.
It's amazing.
But are you making candles in the back of the room during the show? You say that like you can't possibly sign up for the show.
I just get off late.
You get off late from making candles.
Yeah.
Do you work for another company?
I do. I'm not an independent candle maker. That's not.
Hey, I don't know the candle game that well.
Step up!
All right, but here's the bad joke. You want to hear it?
Oh, I thought that was the end of the bad joke. Keep going, keep going.
So, I moved to LA 2 months ago. I moved to be Adrian Grenier's stand-in, but he doesn't make movies anymore.
Oh,
That's
man.
just a sad fact.
Yeah.
Sad reality.
Adrian, all right, I guess we're talking to Brian that doesn't know anything this episode.
Who's this guy?
That is the main actor from the hit show and movie Entourage, Brian Redman. It was 7 seasons long on HBO, and again, much like Nickelodeon, I guess you don't have that.
No, when you're in a real entourage, you don't really watch bullshit shows about.
Oh shit, Brian's in a real Entourage, guys. Fucking super turtle over here.
That's actually what Rogan used to always say. He like people are like, hey, have you ever watched Entourage? He goes, I'm in a real entourage. And it's true. We used to roll around like an entourage. We used to have a big bodyguard guy. We used Tate Fletcher. We used to have Eddie Bravo. He was like the jiu-jitsu master. Like we had like a gang that we used to roll with. And fuck that show.
Michael, tell us something else about yourself. So, how's LA been treating you? How long have you lived there?
About 3 months.
About 3 months.
3 months, yeah.
And you've been in the candle game for 3 months.
Yeah, you gotta follow your dreams. So.
What were you doing in Texas before moving out and making candles?
Well, no, I lived in Sacramento and I was doing construction, and that's true.
Wow, you're a real jack of all trades. Jesus. That gets 3 giggles. How the fuck is that?
Were you visiting in Dallas?
I have family here and my girlfriend has family here, so we're both.
And you and your girlfriend started dating here?
No, in San Francisco.
Wow.
Yeah. No.
The world traveler over
It's
here.
California.
Oh, okay, yeah, just California. That makes sense. So, you're making candles. Are you the only dude that's making candles?
No, there's a team. There's like 5 candle makers. Whoa. This is like big.
Tell us a secret of that will blow our mind in the candle game.
Sometimes there's a guy with a big beard. Sometimes beard hair gets in the candle. You know what? I won't say who the candle company I work for is, but this is actually a juicy thing.
It's the Yankee Candle Company.
No, it's not.
No, we know for a fact. We already researched it.
One time an employee took a candle home and they burned it and they found a roach in the candle.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus.
That's sword, yeah.
Weed roach or a cockroach?
Oh, God. And it was made at your place, huh?
Yeah.
Didn't fall out of that hairdo of yours? Michael, what is your girl? Normally that sound effect plays at a better time, but I'll take it.
I hit the wrong button.
Michael, what does your girlfriend do for work?
She's in fashion.
And you guys live together in LA.
West Hollywood.
Wait, was that your girlfriend? No.
No, but you know what? That's our friend.
Oh, really? Did you make her go up on stage?
Yes.
You made Whitney Vassar go on?
Yeah, that's my girlfriend's friend from.
Is she really ticklish?
Yeah.
I can't speak to that.
Brian, she said she's ticklish. Can you just jerk off and get over it already? Jesus Christ. I can literally, I've worked with Brian so much that I now know when he didn't jerk off yet that day. That's how crazy it's gotten. Okay, we get it, yes. And then, since I said you didn't jerk off, that wouldn't bother me, Brian. Anyway, that would be a clean hand. Michael, how often do you jerk off?
Not that often.
Act like your girlfriend's not here. Act like your girlfriend's not here. Act like she's not here. How many times a day?
Well,
2, 3.
No.
How many damps per day do you have?
Yeah.
No. 2 is a lot. So.
What?
It's Adrian directly.
It's him. I love it. Michael, what are you afraid of?
Jerking off. I don't want to touch it. I've been bad already twice.
I think I'm afraid of not making money in my life.
Right.
Being unsuccessful.
You know you work for a candle company. It's not like the hottest technology anymore. You might want to move on to a beeper.
Yeah, is the candle game picking up into Game of Thrones or something like that?
There's just this tendency to go backwards, older stuff, over convenience. So.
Michael, what's your I know your girlfriend's in the audience, but give us something juicy here. What's the craziest kind of porn that you've looked up and climaxed to?
I don't know. I mean, that's...
No, you fucking know. Don't dare tell me you don't know. That's the one answer I will not accept.
No, I go to X videos, and so there's a lot of different stuff on there that you find. Yeah.
Corporate America.
X videos?
You don't jerk off, but you actually go to video porn stores?
No. That's a website.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
check
sort
it
of
out.
it's sort of like Vivid, right? It's like an umbrella of...
Well, it's a lot of amateur stuff and just random clips.
His girlfriend's shaking her head right now. I love it. I just love throwing guys under the bus. So that's fun. A lot of amateurs. You're just...
Yeah,
We what?
Oh,
wait a second. Oh, there it is. The face and the hand that I was expecting. Oh, shit. Hat's out of the bag now. So you guys watch porn together sometimes. You just set a nice romantic tone in the room, light a bunch of candles, and have Whitney in the corner, sticking her fist in her mouth.
Have you ever heard of the Bliss Theater and Club here in Dallas?
No.
Texas? Has anyone here heard? Do you guys know that you have a sex... we drove by this on the way. I didn't even bring it up.
God.
There's this thing called the Bliss Theater and Club. It's this huge place. It's like a movie theater that has a dance floor and a bar area. You bring your own beer. There's a lounge. And there's a hookup area with curtains if you make a connection that you can fuck at.
Okie dokie, Ryan plugging all the strangest shit in the world during this podcast.
Bliss Theater for life. So what do you...
Are you just thinking of a question now to cancel out the fact that you just plugged some retarded place for 30 seconds? It's everybody's energy and attention. It's not awesome. Not awesome. Their avatar is still an egg. I'm convinced that you just made this fucking
woman's
place up.
egg.
Michael, you've lived in LA for 3 months. What's the thing that you miss the most about Texas? Other than being called a faggot.
I miss all the biblical billboards.
Yeah, they have
Notice
those
them?
here, don't
Crazy.
they?
Yeah. Stay away for a little bit. It just seems like insanity.
Yeah. All right, Michael. Well,
Someone's going to hell.
yeah, Jesus. It's a very well-known thing that Jesus loves those billboards, and people that diss his billboards, he gets extra fucking mad. Yeah, it's really in Texas when a Jesus joke gets that type of quiet response. I can tell some of you actually went to church today and live near those billboards. Michael, it was nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you
Why don't
too. I love the
you
show.
live in LA? You've been coming to the show. Why don't you sign up for the show in Hollywood
Tomorrow, I'm
sometimes?
coming back tomorrow.
Oh,
Great.
really?
Well, we'll see you there tomorrow.
See you
We'll be
tomorrow.
there too. There he
Thank
goes,
you.
Michael Malon, everybody. He's on Twitter, Michael3003. Michael 3003. If you were looking for which Michael, that's how many Michaels there are on Twitter. That he just took 3003. I just gotta fucking do it, guys.
What do you think he was talking about when, he said him and his girlfriend watched black porn or whatever he said?
Nobody said black porn. Brian. Very, very careful to just say amateur porn. He didn't give any details at all. I did see, he sort of has that mad scientist haircut.
Yeah.
Which leads me to believe that when she's not around, he's into some crazy shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think maybe there's some candles being shoved into places.
Oh.
Fuck yeah.
I think he's got the long dinner candles, whatever those things are called.
Dinner candles.
What
is
are
what
those
they're
called,
Brian. I
candles.
pulled another name out of the bag. Definitely not called Jew candles. I feel like I've never heard of this before, but I feel like our podcast might get canceled out of this. The things that you're saying are insane. Put your hands together for Luciano Varela.
So guys, make some noise if you have kids. Anyone have kids? Yeah? Sure, guys, I'm a 30-year-old Latino man with no kids, so I have a question for you guys. What's the deal with little boys peeing with their pants underwear always to the ground? Like, I get that at home, but in public? Guys, I went to the movie theater bathroom, walked in, little white boy, pants, underwear, always to the ground. No t-shirt, that kid's naked. I had to use the bathroom, so I just went as far away as possible, started peeing. All of a sudden, I feel the presence. I look down, it's that little boy holding his clothes. He's like, hey, Mr. Mister, can you put my clothes back on? I'm like, whoa. Just then, some dude walks in. He's a naked little white boy and a big-ass Mexican. I'm like, is this the guy's pregnant? So I'm not Jerry. And that was sponsored by Cornrows. So, you guys get it, Sean. That was my time. Thank you so much.
Fuck yeah, there it is. 48 seconds. Luciano Varela. Fuck yeah, that really happened, didn't it?
It did.
I could feel it. I could feel the truth. That's a scary situation.
Yeah. You wanna know what actually happened?
Yeah.
Actually, I panicked. I panicked, and I turned while I was still peeing. And I peed on his face.
Oh, that did not happen. Because if that happened, you would say that on stage. Because that's way.
I know. I just had to do 2 jokes, so I had to put it in.
You didn't really pee on him.
No, I just kind of like looked at him and was like, "It's not my kid," and I just kind of looked awkwardly. The kid walked out and went back to watching.
Did he walk out with his underwear still around his ankles?
Yeah, no. He put his undies up, and he's just holding his clothes. The other guy walked them out. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. These little kids, somebody has to teach them how to pee properly.
Yeah.
There was no parent with them, huh?
Just by himself. That's what was
Interesting. Must have been like a mom situation, huh?
Or a bad dad.
Yeah, something like that. I could see how that could sort of work, like a single mom or something like that, and like the kid's probably a little bit creepy, you know what I mean? She's probably taken him to the women's room a couple times, and he's done the old like look under the stall and shit like that. I was there. I used to be a bad little boy. I used to be a really horny little boy. Like, I used to be like Brian when I was a little boy. I was just like, hey ma'am, are you ticklish? And things like that. I just had those horny fucking nuggets between my legs. So that's fun.
Wait, did you say you used to have those horny little nuggets between your legs? What did you do with your little dick and balls? What did you do to your balls?
They got bigger. They grew up. Everything. You know, I grew up as a human being and a man. I didn't just stay
sexual,
completely immature, asking every.
I mean, how sexual were you? Were you like?
No, I explained it clearly into the microphone that I would ask girls questions, like look under the stall doors and stuff. My main thing was like looking under a stall door when a girl was peeing.
Did you ever like when your hot cousin came over and like she went to the bathroom, then you ran into the bathroom and smelled the toilet seat afterwards?
No, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. No. All right, Luciano Varela. Cool name.
Thanks.
You from Texas?
I am.
Born and raised.
Born in Del Rio, Texas.
You got the Cowboys hat on right now.
Yeah.
Big Cowboys fan.
Huge.
Let me ask you something about being a Cowboys fan. When they commit crimes, do you get excited? I've always wondered this because it seems like it's just like the original reality show is what Jerry Jones is doing with the Dallas Cowboys. Like he just recruits like the biggest criminals and just is like, hey, let's have some fun.
Yeah, last time we had I do get excited because last time we had all those criminals, we won a Super Bowl. So
yeah.
Now we're clean and we suck. So
yeah, but they were just doing crack and sleeping with prostitutes.
It still counts.
Yeah. Well, now they beat people up. So.
Yeah, except for the opposing teams.
Right. Oh.
They're like 4-11. So.
Luciano, what do you do for fun around here? What's your thing? What do you do for work, actually?
Banker.
Banker?
Banker.
Get the fuck out of here. What kind of bank? A food bank?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Really? Because I figured you were more of a sperm bank.
Sing! No.
Hello.
That was a good one.
Luciano, what kind of bank is it?
You know, just a regular bank you go into, get your cash your checks.
It's the classic bank.
Yeah.
The classic bank.
Classic bank.
Classic bank.
Type of place people used to go into back when you could only light your house with candles.
You have the hookup for dum-dums or whatever those.
That's exact. Yeah. He's got. That guy has a second chance. Check.
You do have a bucket of dum-dums there, right?
Yeah, we do.
And has any naked little boys ever tried to grab any?
Especially when the bucket's in your pants.
Where were you when you saw this little boy with his underwear around?
It's a movie theater in Lake Worth. Just on the other side of town.
Theater. Do you remember the movie you were going to see?
I think it was like a James Bond movie.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a scary one.
Yeah.
Have you ever stole money from the bank that you work at?
All the time.
I love that. That's like that's an interesting job. I feel like for a large young Latino man. I feel like they're like breaking some stereotypes there.
That just sounds racist a little bit.
No, totally, it is. No doubt about it. Like I'm just totally going off of stereotypes and things that I haven't seen.
Good job.
What are you allowed to say what bank it is?
You can't.
You can't, right?
Yeah,
you can't say that.
I can do this, but I have to sign a bunch of crap saying it.
Right, you can't say that it's Chase Bank.
Right.
Exactly. You know that it's Chase Bank because I forget it. I love that. Luciano, how long have you been working at banks?
8 years as a teller and banker.
Now, one thing that I'm sure that you've noticed is now you're probably only stuck with the dumbest people because anybody that's smart knows that they can deposit cash, do all of their bills, they can pay bills, they can do everything with their phone now.
Yes.
I mean everything. So now you're basically just left with fucking idiots and old people, right? Do you ever talk about that?
No.
Oh,
You should talk about that.
Yeah, you should.
Totally
You
talk.
should totally talk about being a banker. That's so crazy. What do you do for fun?
Open mics and sports. Like watch sports, not play them.
Right.
Unless, of course, it's a competitive investment.
Yeah.
I got a pretty good break stuff vibe from this guy.
Yeah.
It's all significant other era. I can tell
That's
you
what I'm
that.
talking about.
Hang it after the show.
Looks like a terrible buffet.
Interesting. Luciano, what else about you? You single?
No, I have a girlfriend.
Girlfriend. How
Yep.
long you been dating her?
3 years.
Really? What does she do?
She works for the federal government.
Whoa.
Yeah, you know when you go, man, that'll get you
Someone's
15 to
working.
20. She calculates what that is. So yeah, that's what she does.
Whoa.
I know, I didn't know that existed.
Fuck, yeah. Someone's working on getting his green card.
See.
Federal government shit.
See.
That's so fun. And you're born and raised in Dallas, right?
No, born in Del Rio, Texas. Anyone know who that is? That's
Fuck
right.
no, they don't.
It's the armpit of Texas.
Room full of Texans has no idea what Del Rio, Texas is.
It's the armpit. Not because it sucks. It's just where the state curves down. It's right there. So it would be if there was an armpit of Texas, it'd be right there.
Right.
That's it.
It's
That's the Alps for Del Rio.
Del Rio.
Okay, forget it. Luciano, so you've been dating this girl for 3 years.
Yeah.
She works for the federal government.
Yeah.
What does she say about you doing stand-up comedy? Is she supportive?
At first she wasn't, but then I told her how important it is to me, and she is too. But she understands, so that's what we do.
Right, because at first, girls are always like, stay home with me, I want to watch Netflix and not do anything.
Yes.
I work 9 to 5. Oh, it's not easy being a woman.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's just some of my own pent-up aggression. Don't know where it comes from. No big deal. So that's cool. Luciano, craziest type of porn that you've climaxed to?
I was thinking about that.
What the fuck is that?
That's in the cloud.
Is that a fire alarm?
Yeah, I think that's his ringtone.
No,
It's a
not my
school
phone.
bell. Why is your
Class is dismissed, everybody. Oh, it's you.
Oh.
just doing sound effects that make so little sense that I think that they're literally coming from another room. That's when you know Brian's on his A game. That's when I'm going, what's going on here? Jesus Christ. Luciano, give us something good. Craziest type of porn that you've finished too.
There's this weird one where it's like
a little boy skating in a urinal.
No, it's called like broke amateurs or something, and they just like they're doing it for money, but they're always doing it for money. So I find that really strange.
Can I tell you something? Out of all of the porn explanations that I've heard on this show, because it's one of my favorite questions to ask, you actually have matched one of my favorite porns.
Yeah. Do all bankers?
Today that you watch that porn, guys.
Do all bankers like that kind of porn?
Oh, you need some money, you fucking dummy? You want me to get rid of that overdraft charge from behind? Get some cash back for you.
I didn't think about it that way.
I know exactly what you're talking about. There's something fun, and it also goes with those like audition ones. There's something about the desperation of the porn star that makes it so much fucking hotter. You know, everybody wants a nice, wholesome, like wife or long-term girlfriend, but when you're going for porn, you want just a fucking filth ball. You know what I mean? You want somebody that just is like, I'll do anything for $20. You know, it's just the hottest fucking thing. I don't think it works the same like for girls. Like I'd imagine that it's the opposite. Like they just finger themselves to guys like making it rain on the internet. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, all over me. But like for me, I just love those fucking like there's like one that I'm sure you.
Are you serious?
Really are
serious right now.
Listen to me. There's one where they have. Well, first of all, there's two. I'll tell you this one. We all know about the audition one, and that one's cool and all. But let me tell you about my real favorite one. I'm just gonna spill it. I've asked this question to like 100 people, but I've never answered it. And here's mine. And it is there's a thing called God damn it. What is it? It's not the cash cab. But it's like there's this one
Taxi cab confessions.
No, not taxi cab confessions. It's come on, you film balls know what the fuck it is. It's not bang bus. Bang bus is stupid.
English.
It's not fuck taxi.
Hump balloon?
It is British. Yeah. It's always a British guy.
Fake cab.
Yeah. It's a fake taxi.
Yeah,
that's it. Okay,
Look how
so
serious everybody's face was right now.
so
right?
no, don't wait. Just focus on the fucking show, Brian. Just stick on the comedy, will we?
The erections.
Yes, Brian, that's what's happening. I'm prepping myself for the podcast listeners to hear what I'm sitting like right now. So what happens on Fake Taxi is this guy, a British guy, is giving girls who are blatantly porn stars, by the way. Like that's the one part that's totally not believable, that they don't like try to sell it all. They always get in the car wearing like high heels and half a dress. And it's like, oh, I wonder what's going to happen here. But anyway, and at some point, they fake it, and he ends up going, look, I could take you to your destination, or of course, I could just take you right over here in these woods and fuck you. And they're always like, what? Why would you do that? I don't know about that. And he's like, well, what if I gave you 200 pounds? Because it's like British and shit. And because if it was English and he said, I'll give you 200 pounds, he would just give you Luciano Varela here. Anyway, and they just fucking, and they do it, and they go for that shit, and there's something so hot about a chick that, like, can't even get her ride home. It's just fucking, I just love it. So, Luciano, what's yours? What
fucking weird, dude.
Broke people that
right.
money.
Yeah, I love that. What's the name of that brand, do you know?
What are the key words you...
It's just
Wells Fargo?
Yeah. Hashtag.
You like make fun of other banks, so you're like, hey, Wells Fargo, what's up, you gay horses? You know, fucking roast other banks and shit. Fuck yeah, we found a Wells Fargo employee. Alright, let's keep flying through these people. Luciano, so good to meet you.
Thanks, everybody.
There you go. Luciano Varela. We're getting through it. You're surprised that I like taxi porn, huh?
No, it's just weird that you like porn where you're you know,
and he's so
sad women that need help.
What's
and they're
always
taking advantage of them.
Oh yeah,
I like strong, powerful women porn.
You don't you like that's how you like your girlfriend, Brian. It's not even like
What is
you're on
that?
a whole nother level.
Just kidding.
Like if a chick doesn't have a yeast infection, that's like she's like not your type.
I like
You like this fucking yeah, you know, it's fun. And another great part that's always part of all these taxi porns is like, there's always a part where, because there's cameras in the back seat, you know what I mean? But they're like stabilized, so they're like, you know, there and there. And there's always a part where the guy gets in the back seat and the girl's always like, what's up with the cameras? And the guy's always like, oh, I just always make sure that I don't get robbed. She's always like, okay. And he's like, you don't mind if I keep them on? She's like, okay. And it's like so blatantly a porn star. Fucking dirty whores, I love it. I pulled another name out of the Christmas bag. Put your hands together for Jeff Boyd.
What's going on? Man, I'm fucking terrified of sharks. My worst fear in this world. And my buddies, you know, they like to bust my fucking balls. They're like, dude, what are you fucking scared of sharks for? There's none fucking around. Well, yeah, that's kind of the fucking point. Like, if I was scared of snakes, would I go to the fucking Amazon? No. If I was scared of lions, would I go to the fucking savannah? No, not gonna fucking happen. If I was scared of black people, would I go to Detroit or Baltimore? No, fucking keep my fucking racist looking ass here in Texas. Shit. I go there, I'm the first one to get fucking shot. But, you know, sharks, you can't do shit if you're in the ocean with them. If you're in the Amazon, you get into fucking beef with this snake, you might have a chance. Probably gonna fucking die. In the ocean, I mean, what are you gonna do? Shark comes at you, you're gonna punch in the nose? No, you're gonna get your fucking hand bit off. You're gonna dive underwater and try to hide? You're in his world now, bitch. He's gonna fuck you up. Alright. Thank y'all.
Fuck yeah, Jeff Boyd.
Why does he hate sharks?
Yeah, is that like, do you perform at a lot of aquariums or something like that?
Try not to.
How long have you been doing stand-up?
First time, actually.
First time, I had
Yes,
a feeling.
sir.
Jeff Boyd, there he is. I had a fucking feeling. I can smell the blood. Shark reference. Jeff, what do you do for work? I mean, when you're not keeping the White Walkers on the other side of the wall.
I'm actually a farmer.
You're a farmer. What are you farming?
Chickens, sheep, rabbits.
Holy shit. All right.
Stereotypical.
Food or pets?
Which two out of the three are you fucking?
Well, the rabbits just never seem to get enough, so...
Right.
Wow.
The rabbits.
They're the most comfortable fleshlight you can get.
The sheep aren't bad either.
Yeah, it actually isn't sheep like the third closest vagina, then it's like goat, and then dolphin.
No, that's another one. That's your territory, Brian.
I've never done shrooms that fuck a sheep, though, so I don't...
You've never done shrooms, but you did. Wait, what
No,
did you say?
I've never done shrooms and fuck a sheep.
Yeah.
Have you
Just
ever...
fuck some without the shrooms.
Right. So, Jeff, you've been a farmer your whole life?
Oh, it's about 3 years now.
Oh, okay. What were you doing before that?
Before that, I was actually working in oil, so I understand what he's going through, you know. Hashtag all lives matter.
Oh, interesting. Hashtag all lives matter. Somehow I feel like that might be the most racist thing I've ever heard. I feel like anytime you compliment or relate to a black person, I feel like you say that. Uh-oh, we have your girlfriend on line one. That's fine. So Jeff, you've been farming. Any crazy stuff happen out there when you're like feeding the sheep or the bunnies? A shark ever come around? It's like, what the fuck?
No, we just got fucking coyotes attacked out the ass out there, you know. find dead sheep almost weekly.
Really?
Right, the sheep just fucking torn out from the asshole out, and you go, those fucking coyotes, boss. Those fucking coyotes have been butt fucking our sheep to death. Boss is just like, well, sounds about right to me.
And it's
Give
just,
a boss?
the coyotes are just you and your buddies, Pedro and Carlos.
Pedro Coyote and Carlos Coyote. Jeff, you have a boss? Big farmer boss guy?
Kinda. He just lets me do whatever out there on the farm. He just kinda, as long as I take care of
Any way that you say it, it sounds like we believe more and more that you're fucking sheep. Now, did you always have that look, shaved head, beard, or did that start about... Or did that start about 3 years ago when you became a farmer?
No, it started when I got out of the Army. So
oh, you're a hero. Congratulations. Jeff Boyd. Okay, they don't even applaud you for being in the services. That's incredible. That's fun. So stand-up's something that you've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
And you're out there on the farmland and you're writing about what you know. Sharks.
Going to the sheep, you know.
Sheep are like, I know, I hate those sharks, dude. Good one, Jeff. Do that on Kill Tony. Not bad, not bad. That's fun. So, what else, Jeff? Tell us something else about you. You're from Texas, born and raised?
Yeah, Fort Worth originally, moved out to Toledo. There we go. There's a few y'all out here.
Fuck yeah, same girl that yelled for armadillo. But oh, I said she's an Amarillo and I meant armadillo. That's funny. I just realized that I fucked up earlier. Flashbacks. Jeff, so I see that you wore your best outfit.
My best shoes.
I fucking love that. That's so cool, man. That's so fun.
I think I dressed up for the occasion. You know, it's on TV or internet,
it's on TV.
rather.
No, you're right. We are live on TV right now. NBC. We are live on NBC. Mainstream as it gets. Brian's teaching himself how to play piano right now. He pulled up a piano app for the first time ever. Better off just Googling Jaws theme. So, Jeff, have you ever seen a shark in real life?
No, just in the movies, and I try not to watch those either. So.
Right. Because unlike the first comedian, you don't know the difference between TV and not TV. You see a shark on TV, you're like, there's a shark in my fish tank. It's so fun. How long have you been growing out that beard, Jeff? Do you ever trim that thing, or is that
I trim it up. I did a little bit today.
Oh, you did? I can't even tell.
Nope,
I like
nope,
that.
not at all.
Does the curtains match the carrot?
He calls it a carrot because you feed both to rabbits. Oh, thank you, Brian. Don't know what I would have done without that Johnny Carson drum roll. Yeah. That's so fun. So you talked about sharks for like the entire minute. How much more shark material can you possibly have?
Oh, I have quite a bit.
Really? You have a lot more than that?
Yeah, just probably about another couple minutes about it. And I don't like sharks. Can't watch movies with them. Can't read books. You know.
I just can't watch shark movies. And also, man, I can't read books. That's towards the end of my set.
Whether there's a shark in them or not, I just can't read.
Sharks, books.
You know, yeah, exactly. You know, sometimes you're just reading a book, you're a couple hundred pages in, and out of nowhere there's just a fucking shark! Oh my god, no shark, no!
My two biggest fears is combining.
Yeah. Who gets scared by a book? What are you, the never-ending story? All of a sudden he's just eating his apple on the blanket like, oh my god!
do take care of those sharks, man.
Fucking love it, Jim. So, I've been keeping sort of a theme to this show. I've been asking everybody, and I'm really excited about this. I've been asking everybody what type of crazy porn they climax to. What can you give us, Jeff? The more honest you are, the funnier it's going to be, by the way. Just a little
Free
something to
Willy
think
porn,
about.
bro.
Pregnant porn.
Oh,
fuck y'all!
Jesus Christ. That's what I love. I love how he gets that fucking groan. There was a part earlier where I called all porn stars dirty whores, and people are like, yeah, great! But you say pregnant porn, everybody's like, fuck you, mister!
Sit alone.
Yeah, exactly. There's just something about thinking that your dick is banging off some fucking baby head that you're into.
Something like that, yes.
Fuck yeah. Unless of course it's a pregnant sheep, then
Pregnant porn's good because usually their nipples are swollen and they're bigger than normal.
areolas,
Yeah.
Wow, look at you two. If you guys want, we have a Wi-Fi stream. You can go to the restroom and jerk each other off.
Their stomach is usually stretched also, so you have a lot of weird markings on their stomach.
Yeah, there you go.
I love that. Jeff, so pregnant porn. You ever been caught? You ever been caught looking at porn? You ever been caught masturbating by your mom or anything? No, I once was. Another Dallas Live exclusive is I was once caught by my mom jerking off. I wasn't actually in the motion. Because sometimes she would just walk into my room when I was growing up, which was weird. So I would always stand in a certain area of my bedroom that had a dresser and a TV, and I would basically just jerk off against the closet, sort of, because things were blocked. And I remember one time, I didn't jerk off before taking a shower. I, being the young genius that I was, decided to jerk off after a shower, and I had a towel around me. Yeah, and I'm jerking off, and my mom just walks in, and she's like, "What are you doing?" And I walked, and I took a step backwards. I'm like, "What? Nothing." And the towel's around me, just a fucking fool. There's something about a towel sticking out that you just cannot deny. And back when you're younger, the boner sticks up. You know what I mean? It was different. It was different. Now it levels out, sort of like a level. I measure stuff with it now. But back in the day, I used to just fucking fuck, man. I used to be able to watch my heartbeat in it and shit. I would know exactly. I'd be like, okie dokie, I'm at a solid 120 beats a minute right now. Very good. Teaching yourself random instruments for the first time, as this show couldn't be any more off the fucking charts. Why don't you just stick with the normal sound effects, Brian? Going to guitar apps, piano apps over here. Did that one shot of Fireball really hit you that hard? There it is. Okay, there you go. My favorite. Right, back to the basics, baby. Jeff, tell us something crazy that's happened to you. That shark shit, I'm just not falling for, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? I feel it's oh yeah, sharks are pretty scary, and you're scared of sharks, and I get it. But
Don't crush his dreams, man. He wants to talk about sharks.
I don't care if I crush his dreams. Jeff, tell me something good. Tell me some fucking crazy shit that's happened to you. Other than your perspective on sharks.
About a week ago, my ex went to jail for probably about 6 months.
Beautiful. Now we're talking. Great. What did she go to jail for?
Child support.
She went to jail?
What?
In Texas.
Fuck y'all again. Fucking women have to pay too. This is the good thing.
So what's your... I love that. Not the first time you've seen a pregnant woman get fucked before. There it is. Wow, so 6 months. So that's your girlfriend. How long have you guys been dating?
Well, no, that's my ex.
Oh.
No.
And it's not your child?
No, it's my child. I've had custody of her for about 6 years now.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah. You single dad. All of a sudden, the crowd is into it. So do you have any jokes about being a single dad?
Oh, well, no, I'm married now.
Oh.
I got a wife who deals with the bullshit.
Right.
But,
Can I ask a question? Can I ask a legit question?
Yeah.
So, because it's weird talking to a guy with the child support,
Yeah.
Wait a second, you married a sheep?
So, like, it's bullshit, right? Like you're getting like a free paycheck every week, and you just have to buy SpaghettiOs and like put the kid in the
Brian,
backyard.
what the fuck?
That's why she's in jail. I don't get any paycheck.
Wow. Right. What did she do for work or not do? What did she used to do? Nothing.
Nothing. That's why she's in jail.
So let me ask you this. When you got her pregnant and she was pregnant with your child, were you still into hooking up with her a lot? Were you like, oh yeah, my baby's in there. How does that feel, son? You've been a naughty boy.
It was a bad mistake from the get-go, man.
Bad mistake.
Bad mistake.
Did you try to get an abortion? Did you try to take her out on the farm or something like that?
That was before the farm.
Accidentally she got, oh, I'm sorry, babe, you got kicked by a horse accidentally. Looks like you lost the baby.
Did that mean for that horse to take you out? No, unfortunately that was before the farm, but...
Oh, we actually have your kid on line 2 right now. All right. And he's demented, obviously. Jeff, you are so cool, so likable. Chris, anything else for Jeff? What do you got for this guy?
I was going to say like Stone Cold Steve Austin. That was the first thing that popped in my head. Are you a fan of
years ago when it was good, back
We'll
when
talk
it was
after the show.
WWF.
Attitude Era. Let's get into it.
There we go.
You're
There we go.
a
Right
wrestling
there.
fan?
All
right.
Yeah.
You just became my best friend, Chris. You answered it correctly. Jeff, listen, man, I'm going to tell you the truth. Most of the time, I had a feeling that this was your first time just because I do the show so often that I have like a real feeling for it. But I'm going to tell you this. You're likable, you're cool, you're honest, you're real, and I think you're going to do really great things if you apply yourself a little bit and have fun. You have time out there on the farm to think about real shit. Think about real shit that's to you, you know, what it's like being a dad and being married and having an ex-wife and this and that and being on the farm. You know what I mean? You're talking about sharks and people are like, yeah, we've seen Jaws and we've seen the Discovery Channel, and it's sort of like, you know, it's not that compelling. Talk about your real shit. So people are going to want to know about that. You have a cool look. You're a likable guy. Jeff Boyd, everybody. There you go.
Thank y'all.
He's on the camera. Jeff T-H-E-J-E-F-F-I-E-B. I love people's first times. That's always the most fun. How you guys doing, live audience?
Pretty great.
How about this side? Angry guy. How are you doing? Arms crossed. Looking like a security guard over here. How you doing? Good? Just that little smile. Keep everybody cheered up. I like this name. Put your hands together for Larry Roberts.
That makes me fall all the way up here. I just want to say first off, it's hard to be here the first night, first time ever since I've come out of rehab. So 2 years sober, and here I am, my first night out on sound. Brian, I wanted to give into your little bit there about, what was it, the little sex shop?
Sex shop.
Yeah, with Bliss. There's Lido also. We can talk about it after the show. But Lido's another great one. But, not that I know. But no, I was sitting here. It's kind of hard to get up here and do this for real because you think about it, but then you get up here and beforehand you get all nervous and everything. So we went to eat beforehand. And you ever ate so much that you like literally felt the stretch marks? Like splitting your stomach as you eat. Like we had Italian food. That makes it even worse. Because I used to be a Hinchcliffe. You'd be real tiny, real small. Believe it or not, there's no lie. I was 150 pounds. And now I'm 300. But they asked me what kind of dressing I wanted for my salad. I said, give me like a vinaigrette and some oil. And it wasn't for the salad, really. It was kind of rub on my belly to minimize the stretch marks there. So there we go. Thank you.
There he is, a minute from Larry Roberts. So you were waiting for you were in rehab for
alcohol.
Right.
Yeah.
And you've been sober for 2 years.
2 years. Actually, 2 years ago today, I was still in rehab.
Wow.
How bad did it get? Like, were you waking up, tequila?
Well, let's say 3 weeks off work. Still have the same job. Great job. Appreciate it, guys. But you keep asking the porn question, and I think I found out when I hit rock bottom when I was pay-per-viewing porn for like 2 weeks straight. And I don't even remember it. I got like a $300 cable bill of just porn.
Wow.
And it's just ridiculous. But yeah, that's kind of rock bottom.
That's a real drinking problem.
Yeah,
when you forget about the internet and you're just getting porn.
Yeah,
off
you're in the
of
living
pay-per-view.
That's
when you go
back to drinking. Yeah.
That's incredible. So I have so many questions
Sure,
for you,
sure,
Larry.
sure.
That's amazing.
By the way, you were really comfortable on stage. I really
Was I?
like your stage presence.
How
Like
long
appreciate that.
did you say this is your
yourself.
first time?
First time on stage. First
Wow.
time
That is incredible. Wow. Mind blowing. So
I do listen to the show a lot, though. Guys.
But you did this perfect. Like the finding your voice part
Right.
is the hardest part. Now, if you write jokes to go with your normal voice, then you're good to go because like you've already gotten past the stage presence thing, and you could totally do this easily.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Fuck yeah.
Believe it or not, that was a written joke.
No, I'm not saying it's not a written joke. I'm not
No,
saying it's not a written joke. I'm just
No,
saying
I
that,
hear you.
you know, you've already gotten past
So
the
let me get this straight though. Have you been in rehab for 2 years?
No, I've been out of rehab.
For 2 years.
I was in rehab for about 6 weeks. 6, 8 weeks.
Right. And you've been clean and sober for 2 years.
Not even a cold beer. You look at my table right now, it's a water and a Red Bull.
Wow. Water and a Red Bull.
That's right.
And you said that you used to look like
Cheers.
Shane, and now you look like that.
Yeah, it's just weird. Thanks, Brian.
So,
Yeah. No, I was.
So
I
you
don't.
stopped drinking and just started eating
Just inflated.
everything.
Yeah, just inflated. Yeah, like everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I was 150 pounds for like my whole life.
Made your dick bigger though,
Negative.
right?
Negative.
No?
That's the downside about being fat. It shrinks really.
What?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
well, that might work for you.
What?
That's not true.
Yeah.
Oh, your dick was bigger when you were skinnier?
No, it was smaller when I was skinnier.
Really?
It definitely
So
got
bullshit.
fatter, man.
Yeah.
Like, some people put weight in different areas. Like I got big hips.
Yeah, you do.
And
I read
other
about
people
that.
have big stomachs.
It's
You
in
know,
the crotchal
like,
region, but it's not to the dick
oh,
itself.
dude,
It's just
it pumped all
like
the
the-
fat into my
like
dick.
the dupa.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, my dick falls asleep.
What
like
are you
it's
rocking
asleep right
under the
now.
hat?
It's just it says Illuminati.
No, I mean like what's underneath?
Oh,
the
what's
hat?
up? Like hair. Well, it's just you know.
Oh, I like
Wow.
that.
Well, appreciate
Christian Slater, guys.
Bubba Ray Dudley, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go.
Bubba Ray Dudley.
Yeah.
The 3 people in the room who know who that is. So what do you do for work, Larry?
Well, I'm an analyst.
Well, what are you analyzing? Larry?
Data. It's not real exciting at all.
What kind of data?
Just a bunch of numbers. I work in IT. I'm in the IT department, and I like crunch the numbers and let everybody know how the company's doing. And
Right.
when we're not making any money, they come to me and ask why.
Right. That's a tough position.
It sucks.
Right. What's your favorite food?
Oh shit! I guess Italian. So this is what I had before I come up here. Yeah. Actually, no, it's
Speaking
sweets
of
now. It's
Italian,
weird since I got out of rehab. Sweets is all I really want. I
Right.
want-
That's what they say.
Have y'all had that Talenti? Have you ever heard of that gelato at Talenti? No. A lot of gelato eaters.
No,
Okay.
no,
Well,
they
anyhow.
haven't. You're the only one that's been eating all of it.
I can't find it because it's in my freezer.
Yeah.
No, but that's all I want is that shit. And that's what I have for literally dinner every night is
It's candy.
pint of Talenti.
You
No,
have,
gelato. It's so fucking
you have a
gelato.
pint of gelato
Every fucking night.
Every
Oh,
fucking
dude,
night.
just cut it out.
That's
Wow, the guy that busted Global Guts reference, bringing back Full House.
Gelato is just ice cream with butter. You need
Well,
to
it's like fancy ice cream. Yeah.
yeah. Go eat a stick of butter and some yogurt, and you'll be
I'm right there.
better.
What's the advice
It goes
you're
good with
giving?
him.
There is no advice there.
So Larry, don't you think that that's sort of like another unhealthy crutch? Is,
Could be, yeah.
Could be, maybe.
Yeah. I may have an addictive personality, but
Yeah.
the verdict is still out.
Right. What do you think it would take to replace this gelato thing you're dealing with? This daily gelato?
I really don't know, Tony.
Because you are what you eat, and you're looking a little gelato. You know what I mean?
I'm just a big walking lardo pint of gelato. I don't know. I really don't at this point.
It's so fun.
I was telling some
It's so
friends of
fun.
mine earlier today that I think I'm actually going to do something that nobody does. And come January 1, I'm going to start working out.
Really?
Real original.
Yeah,
right there.
I love it.
I got one of the. You remember the gazelle? Oh, Tony Little.
Yeah, the
I
worst.
got a fucking gazelle collecting dust. I'm gonna dust it off, and yank it off, throw me a ponytail.
Okay. I can just picture him on this gazelle just eating gelato. Great. Doing it. Making big changes in my life.
Right.
I mean, I'm up to 2 gelatos a day now, but got this fucking gazelle. That's so interesting, Larry. What was your drink of choice back in the day?
Bombay Sapphire.
Really?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was
Interesting.
sorry, I like gin, but I mean,
Oh, man, you really saved yourself. Gin's one of those weird drinks that like takes over your face if you get too much into it. You know, they get
right? Yes.
That strawberry nose and shit.
That's
Luckily
what
I got out in time.
What was like gin and tonic was my first drink starting off as a child. I don't know why. That's what they taught you.
Mine was a good old Lynchburg lemonade back before there was Mike's Hard. Jack Daniels made Lynchburg lemonade, and my brothers took me frisbee golfing one time, and I had 2 of them, and I was fucking raw. Well, I was the happiest fucking 15-year-old boy in the world. I was shit-faced.
Awesome.
It was great. Larry, did you start on gin and just sort of stick with it the whole time?
I'm pretty sure I did. I mean, of course, you start off with cold beer and a little Strawberry Hill as a teen. You know, I grew up in a trailer park, so we got a liquor store right behind the trailer, as a matter of fact.
I can tell by your haircut.
Yeah, thank you. It's a transition phase. I'm trying to get my Tony little ponytail. But no, I think it was. I think it was gin was it. I don't know why. It was gin and Red Bull for starters, and then just went to gin, and just went to more.
Gin and Red Bull? Wait, what the fuck is going on here?
He's about to just get really wasted. It's delicious, delicious gin.
It's, the more I talk about it, the thirstier I'm getting.
You single?
It's weird. No, I'm married, actually, 15 years.
Wow.
Damn it. The fact that I'm single, I'm so bummed out.
I'm sorry.
Like, this whole show, everybody, I'm like, no, they're definitely single. Nope, he's also married. Nope, he's also in a relationship. God damn it, I killed myself tonight.
Now the old lady, 15 years you've been married. She stuck with you through it all.
She did.
Do you ever share your gelato with her?
Negative. It's all mine. No, actually, and she's not my size at all, but she does the same thing.
Wait,
but
she's bigger or smaller?
No. She's smaller. She's a lot smaller.
AJ?
No, she's fine. Not that I have anything.
Whoa.
There's such thing.
I didn't know there's any Asians over there.
No offense to any Asians.
What did you just do? Wait a second. Wait, Tony, did you see that? What happened there?
I just slipped out. I'm sorry. Slipped out.
The old eye pull.
Yeah, the old Texas truffle. Is that what it's called?
Now, Larry, what else, man? Tell us something interesting. What was your childhood like?
Childhood, like I said, grew up in a trailer, bounced back and forth from California, Stockton to Sherman, Texas, up north. Oh, 2 people know that.
Sherman?
That's pretty much Sherman.
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 Sherman?
Sherman. Yeah, like what was that? The tank Sherman.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Larry, something crazy about you. What's your biggest fear?
Biggest fear is getting on stage and
no,
bombing.
The next biggest fear.
No, okay. Next biggest fear is, and this will come to you if you ever go to rehab, which I doubt anybody in here will ever do. Is having regrets.
Right.
That sounds so fucking cliche and so cheesy, but it's so true. It's just you look back and you go, "Fuck, dude."
I was gonna guess that your biggest fear is
no gelato.
Right.
Yeah. That's the show a lot, Tony. I knew where you were going.
You son of a bitch.
I'm sorry.
Tony, what's your biggest regret?
My biggest regret?
Yeah. Is it a girl that got away?
No, it's probably no, it's probably not doing this podcast on my own from the very beginning. I'm just kidding, Brian. I love you. It's turned down. I can't even hit the button if I try. He has like a safety on his soundboard.
No, my iPad is sad that you even thought
it's an
that.
iSad. Larry,
Yes.
Did you already answer the jerk-off tooth thing? What was that?
I didn't know, but I mentioned the whole porn addiction thing before going to the rehab.
Right.
And
oh, I'm sorry. Whoops.
You did a second ago. I was shitting myself when I was still in the audience. But no, it would be probably the nastiest thing I ever really got into was like the German Goo Girls.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Just fucking loads on the face.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just one after the other.
Yeah.
So.
When they can't breathe, except for the bubbles and the cum.
Yeah, they're gargling and shit.
Sometimes they even
got the dog collar.
Not only the mouth, but the worst is like the nose bubbles.
Yeah.
like a goldfish eye just coming out of their nose.
Extra kind of hard.
Yeah, it was pretty rough.
And you just fucking love it. You're just shooting.
No, I don't
bullets all
anymore.
over.
It's weird.
Shooting gelato everywhere.
Okay, you want to do a rapid round?
Yeah, let's go rapid fire. Larry, it was so nice to meet you. Larry.
Thank you.
Another first timer, everybody. Larry Roberts is on Twitter at accidentally TWT.
My podcast, accidentally the whole tip.
What?
My podcast, accidentally the whole tip.
Accidentally the whole tip.
That's right.
This is podcast. And
Try to get you guys to come on this morning.
Accidentally
Ignored me.
TWT.
Brian ignored me.
Yeah, we're not gonna
We got here 30 minutes before the show. Yeah.
Well, we got here.
You didn't know what happened.
All right, I pulled another name out of the bucket. We're going to move fast through this one. Put your hands together for Michael Kruger.
Hey guys. So I'm amazed how people keep managing to find a way to make Hitler relevant. I don't know if you've seen this on Netflix. Now they have like the new World War II in color documentary. It's like narrated by Martin Sheen. Y'all seen that, right? At least no? Okay, somebody saw it. My roommates were playing it the other week, and for me, it's a lot like watching mommy and daddy fighting. I should explain that. My mom is German Jewish descent. My dad is German Nazi descent. So one side gassed the other in Auschwitz. At least that's what Ancestry.com told me. Hey, you can laugh at it. It happened. No, but really, like, I'm amazed how people keep on finding ways to make Hitler relevant. Like, back in the late 90s, early 2000s, History Channel was the Hitler Channel, right? Back before they started doing Ancient Aliens. That was that. No, I feel like someday they might bring Hitler to IMAX. Just be scared. You remember those old Spy Kids trailers where, like, the pterodactyls were flying over people? Ah! Well, this one would be like a big Hitler doing the Heil, and everybody, ah! No?
Yeah, Michael Kruger, there it is for a minute. Biggest laugh coming off of the classic no? Always love. Michael, how long have you been doing stand-up?
Just over a year and a half.
Year and a half. How does it feel to do worse than the three people whose first time it was? Why do you hate Hitler for? Didn't you know that there's a very pro-Hitler panel here?
I mean, do you just hate dead people because they can't defend themselves, or
what the fuck just happened? You will start yourself in I knew nobody in the audience thought that shit for you.
I've been trying to get a drink for like 20 minutes.
I know.
What's up, Chris? How you been doing, man?
Pretty good.
Michael, what is this? Your podcast? You son of a bitch? Settle down. Did you guys used to date?
Did we used to date?
It was a really awkward grinder day. We haven't talked about it in a while.
Michael, tell the truth. You got that sweater for Christmas, am I right?
Yes, I did. My mom.
Thank you. I fucking know that shit. I know it. I know because you're not wearing it right. That's why I know. It's still new to you. Yeah, you're like putting shit in your pockets
Tony.
and stuff.
That's hilarious.
I know. It drives Brian crazy that I know a little bit about fashion and looking good.
I bailed on a date for this shit, Tony.
What?
I bailed in the middle of a date for this shit.
For this shit?
For this shit.
Whoa, what was the date?
Tinder date.
Really?
Yeah.
And look, show me the girl. Show me the girl that you were going to go on a date with. Show me a picture of
My phone's on the table. Laurent, can you bring my phone?
Who? Did you just say mom?
Laurent. Laurent, you remember Laurent?
Oh, yeah, I remember
the date that Brian's obsessed with?
I remember Laurent.
Tony, what's wrong with this? Like, how is he not wearing it?
Well, what's funny is that you can tell that he's been putting stuff in these pockets.
No, I haven't.
Sticking out.
I got it 2 days ago.
I just got it.
Oh, I see the character you're doing. Okay, Brian, there you go. Very,
All right.
Murdering this crowd right now. They're fucking.
I got 8%.
8%. Hopefully it loads up your app before your 8%. Shaky hands.
God, you're so shaky.
Dude, will you masturbate me with your hands? What the hell is wrong with your hands?
Whoa, you were gonna go with the black girl, huh?
Oh shit! Damn!
You made the right choice.
Yeah. I mean, those areolas were too purple.
That Hitler joke was way better.
Thank you. At least something in my life is decent.
Right. Michael Kruger, any relation to Freddie?
You're as good as a comic as all the kids I went to elementary school with, Tony.
I know, Michael. I know people would reference the Kruger thing. I'm actually a much better comic than the people you went to elementary school with, unless they all have a 1-hour special debuting next month on Netflix. Yeah, sip that beer. Shaky little bastard. Take a fucking shot at me.
There's a history of MS in my family, so...
I love it, I bet. I bet there is. What does the MS stand for? Mostly stupid? You're right. You're right. The kids who went to elementary school are better than me. So, Michael, your mom got you that sweater for Christmas. Am I correct? Your mom?
Yes.
Right. Okay. And let me take a guess. Right. That was in like a plain box, but you know that it's from Kohl's, right?
Old Navy. That's what the tag says.
Really, Old Navy?
Yeah.
That's Old Navy.
Damn. See, I'm good at bad sweaters because the way that I got sort of, good looking dress-wise is because my mom used to buy me shit like that. And the only people that I was matching up with on Tinder were black girls. And I'm like, you know what? I gotta fucking up my game and get clothes that fit. No, I'm kidding. Michael, what's the kind of porn that you jerk off to that you've climaxed to that you wouldn't want to normally share with anybody?
Girl on a horse dick.
But get the little pony. Get the little pony porn.
It looks like an elephant trunk.
No. My Pretty Pony porn is like the best. It's like those little ponies, but girls and the little ponies. Because those dicks are actually bigger than black dick, but they're not like gonna kill her. But they're gonna like ruin her night.
I'm gonna fucking herb D this one. That's over. It's over. Michael, we're flying through this part. That was very, very fun. Busting your balls. I'm sure you have a lot more material. You just took a chance and talked about Hitler and you stuck with it. I love that. If Hitler could have seen that set, he would have fucking told you to take that sweater off.
I thought it was good. Close is good.
There he goes. Michael Kruger, everybody. He's on Twitter at the Fake Kruger.
Let's do 3 more in 3 minutes.
That's impossible.
3 more in 5 minutes. Let's do it.
Let's see who JJ Dodd is. Here we go, JJ Dodd.
So, finally professional up here. So there's been a lot of talk about porn all night, so let's just keep that theme going, I guess. What the fuck happened to porn to where a girl throwing up on my dick is erotic? It's so fucking nasty to me, dude. When she's going down and you're just like, and I'm like, oh, I mean, it's fucking ruins it for me. And I don't know, like, there's whole categories, like puke on dick, you know what I mean? Like, you go to the, what the fuck? Who's getting off to this? Like, that's, you can gauge society with how fucking crazy we are with the categories of porn. You know, like, fucking horse dick? What was this guy talking about? Puking on dick? I mean, it's all bad. It's all bad. I'm JJ Dodd. What's up?
Yeah! JJ Dodd. That was fucking badass.
And you're right, because I had a blowjob with a girl that she like puked on my dick or whatever. And the next day I didn't wash it off, and like the stomach asshole. No, it curls up and becomes a gel. I had to pull it off and like throw it away. It's a true thing. What's wrong?
JJ Dodd, I fucking love that. First of all, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what? I'm sort of a... Okay, let's wait 1 second, Brian. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm sort of into it. I'm sort of into
the puking on the dick?
The puking on the dick thing. Here's why. Let me tell you why.
Show of hands.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter by show of hands, because here's the thing, is that when you have a big penis, and I'm not going to be braggadocious and say that I do. It's a lot of fucking work lugging this thing around. I'm not going to brag about it, okay?
It takes all the blood out of his brain, though, you can tell.
Right, you know, I used to be fatter and my dick got much bigger, but... Anyway, my point is this, is that when you have a big dick, and I don't know what it's like to do that, but if you did, one of the most exciting parts of it, you end up finding out, is like, you know, when a girl finds out about it for the first time, like if they touch it or whatever, and they go, holy fucking shit. Like, that part, all right, you know what? You guys can't relate to this. My point being is that you get bored after a while. All right, forget it. JJ, I'm guessing since you're built like a snowman, you don't get a lot of pussy, am I right? How long have you been on stand-up?
This is my very first time.
Get
what the fuck? We are popping so many cherries tonight, which is the only fruit JJ has ever eaten.
That's true.
Right. That's so fucking cool, JJ. What do you do for work?
Nothing cool. I'm a custom stair salesman. So I sell stairs to custom home builders.
I get the feeling that when you're talking, you're in charge of elevators, JJ.
Yeah,
what exactly are custom stairs? Like, what kind of people are like, you know what? I want less stairs, a higher elevation.
I want very long stairs so I can roll them.
I don't need 20 stairs. Just give me 3 stairs that are 5 feet tall each. I'm going to reach up and roll up. Holy shit. What's the craziest kind of staircase you built, JJ? And by the way, have you ever tested any of these staircases?
So easy, right? So easy.
Yeah, it is. I have to acknowledge it. What's the craziest kind of staircase you've ever built?
I mean, I'm sure everybody's dying with anticipation.
They were flat stairs.
Staircase.
There's a ramp, everybody. That was it. Wow.
All right, the next show started 12 minutes ago.
JJ, thank you so much. I'm so nice to fucking meet you. That was great. Another one.
Let's do 2 more, real quick though.
I love that you referenced the other guy. You got the guy with the horse stick up there.
Yeah. Making callbacks to everything. Guy with the horse stick, Laurent. I pulled another name out of the bucket. Put your hands together for Alvin Newsom.
What's going on, guys? I'm getting older, and one of the things I'm noticing about myself as I get older is I'm starting to hate shit. Like, my biggest pet peeve now is seeing, like, adult males wearing short-sleeve dress shirts and long ties. Like, I hate that shit. Like, I'm serious, because short-sleeve dress shirts and long ties are meant for a very specific demo. And that demo is 5 to 7-year-old boys going to a funeral. Like, that's you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're an adult male and you're wearing a short-sleeve dress shirt and tie, I assume you're one of 4 types of people. You're a used car salesman, a Mormon, a Geek Squad member, or a pedophile. Let's just be honest, guys. Like, any dude that's wearing a short-sleeve dress shirt and tie, I'm assuming he has to stay 300 yards away from a school or a playground. That's my time. Y'all been cool.
Yeah.
Great joke.
You have gotten so much funnier since you went up first tonight.
How long have you been doing comedy?
Almost 2 years.
How much material do you have? Like,
honestly, about 35.
Wow.
That's so fun. What do you do for work?
I work in marketing and advertising.
Damn, everybody here has such weird jobs. It's like complete opposites.
What's Kim Kardashian like?
I've never met her.
You're unbelievable.
The Kanye thing, I get it.
Yeah.
You're kind of Kanye-ish.
Like Kanye with like maybe
like a smile. Kanye with a smile.
Yeah, that's positive. I'll take that.
I love that, Alvin. You're from here in Texas?
No, I'm originally from Memphis, Tennessee.
Ooh, I love Tennessee. see. So lovely. How long have you been in Texas?
About 6 years now.
Nice.
You like it better or less?
Besides the random white people pulling guns on me, I'm cool.
Yeah.
Because everybody has one here. Like,
it sucks to be a black guy in Texas, right?
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It's not, like every time I see a black guy in Texas, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck out of here. Like there's 49 other states. Why don't you choose this one? You like getting choked when you get fucked, don't you?
It is like if I was black, based on principle, I would go as far north as possible.
Yeah,
like
Iowa.
Like I'd go to Iowa.
All right, let's do another
where
one.
they have Iowa and black people get along because I heard they both have huge caucuses. You know what? Anybody who's making that groaning noise right now, guess what? You're stupid. It's not like I was doing stand-up and 20 minutes into my set I made a black people in Iowa, I had a huge caucus. No, I was in the moment, you fucking idiots. Black people was brought up and Iowa was brought up. And I took the two and I fucking cranked it. But no, it sounded cheesy, so you, like you fucking know. Well, guess what? This ain't American Idol, bitches, and your vote doesn't count. Alvin. I fucking love your style. We're gonna fly through this part. How do you feel about opening up our stand-up show after this?
I love it, man.
Alvin,
Boom. There you go. Let's get one more comedian up. For those of you that signed up that didn't get up, we apologize. A lot of people signed up. A lot more than way more.
Okay, Lawrence Rosales. Lawrence Rosales. Final comedian
I've been married for like a year. It's been going pretty well. Yeah, to a woman. And my wife asked me the other day, she goes, you ever think about kids? And I said, not a lot. That'd be weird. I thought that about me a month. I don't know if we should pass our DNA along. I met my wife at community college. In a remedial math class. But I didn't pass. And I worry about the world we're leaving for our kids, Like, thanks to global warming, kids won't even get snow days in the future. They'll see the day after a mass shooting off. I'm going to college, I didn't finish. I just walk around, I tell people shit, I'm street smart. It's like, what does that mean, Street smart's like a 15-year-old that can't count my change back to me. But he can tell me how many grams are in an ounce.
Wow!
How long have you been doing stand-up, 7 months, 8 months?
7 months, 8 months. How much material do you think you have? If you had to guess.
If I'm sober, 20. 25. If I'm stoned, I can make it 30.
Seconds or minutes?
Minutes.
Perfect. Lawrence, we're going to keep this super quick. I think it's blatant and obvious that we blew our load very quickly with Alvin, and we are going to also add you to the show. Cool? 5 minutes? Yeah. He's on Twitter, Lawrence Rosales. And, guys, guess what? Guess what? Just like when the nurse gives you the shot and you get the needle in you and you didn't even feel a thing, we did it. That's episode 140-something of Kill Time. Live from Dallas, Texas. We're going to regroup. We're going to have a smoke outside.
Yeah.
And then we're going to come back in and we're going to do a live stand-up comedy show. Lawrence Rosales is going to start it. Alvin Newsome goes after that. Motherfucking one and the only Chris Tellez, your very own, goes up after that. Brian Redband, Tony Hinchcliffe. We'll see you in a few minutes live from Hyenas, everybody. Good night. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Great. Thanks so much for having me on. Dude, you guys are fucking